Morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Just a tad bit late here, but it is all right. And let's get going on the beautiful workout we got for you today. So, as always, thank you for joining. My name is Adam Fox. I am here representing Connected Community Health Support. Body exercise. This is something that we are doing now 4 days a week instead of 3 weeks since we started this. Sorry, still a little parched from just waking up, but I know that we've just started this schedule, doing 4 times a week. So just giving you guys a little update, a little spiel before I get into all the good stuff. So we are doing 4 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we'll be doing the 7:30 in the morning on Monday, and then stream for the. And there she is. Good morning, Happy Face Candle. How are you? I'm feeling a little giggly. So want to get a good laugh in this morning. But like I said, I'm not sure if you picked up on that in the beginning, but I do apologize for that. I have some other personal stuff going on with my girlfriend, to make sure she's feeling okay. So I do apologize. But like I was saying, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Seth Spicer, 7:30. Restreams that 7:30 live to 12 o'clock and 5:30. Then Jacob Carroll does the 12 o'clock the next day. Seth Spicer's is restreamed at 7:30. And Jacob Carroll will do the 5:30 as well. And then yours truly does the Thursday, myself, does the Thursday at 5:30. And Jacob Carroll and Seth are restreamed at 7:30 and 12. So that's the new schedule we are following. Oh yeah, and then Friday we alternate. So this week is me at 7:30. Next week is going to be Jacob, and the week after that will be Seth. So that's the new schedule going on right now. So just want to give you guys that. And let me see this joke. I'm feeling laughy this morning. Why did I finally stop going to the gym? Just true. Those damn calves, man. Destroying those calves. That's a good one, Happy Face. I'm very glad you're here today. I always love whenever I do the morning ones, I love the little jokes you got for us. So keep them coming. You're like one of our biggest fans, so I'm glad you're here. So for everybody else who is not Happy Face, and even Happy Face, you'll hear this spiel a couple more times because I know you're coming every week. We are here to remove all of the barriers to exercise because we believe that health and fitness should be accessible to everyone, not just those with the money or the transportation to get to the gym or the gym memberships or the weights or anything like that. We don't need to have all that stuff to get a good workout, and we can do a nice body weight workout for you. And because we know that those barriers can be very, psychologically and physically hard to overcome. So we want to be your movement for outlet, like I said, and especially your outlet for movement. It's still a little early. Sorry, I haven't had my coffee yet. Say that you're apprehensive, you don't like the stigmas behind the gym. That's another thing we're trying to eliminate. We want to create a very supportive community environment here and culture that does not have any shaming and or stigmas or stereotypes. So that's another big reason why we're doing this, because we want to eliminate that, because we know it's a very unattractive part of the gym and the gym bros and whatnot. So if you guys have any more questions about anything that you heard or any questions along the way throughout this session, please reach out to us on our social medias at Connected CHS on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok now. We got the TikTok rolling, so go check those out too. But aside from that, make sure you guys always have the physician's clearance before you start this program or any exercise program, just in case you have any knee issues, joint issues, anything like that, or blood pressure issues, heart issues. Just go talk to a doctor. Make sure that you are A-okay to start this program, because we're going to make you happier and healthier, but we do not want you to already be in that compromised situations where we could be doing more harm than help. So just a little thing, make sure you guys go talk to your doctor. All these exercises are modifiable. They'll meet and or match your desired intensity, whatever that may be. It's a 45-minute workout today. So 3 rounds of 8 exercises. I really had to think about that. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But 8 exercises, 45 seconds of work to 45 seconds of rest. This is day number 52. I have 51 on my board here, but it's because I streamed last night. So you guys got the double back-to-back of me. So I'm glad to be here. But like I said, day 52, week 17. We're almost done with week 17, so keep on powering through. Let's get this last good workout in today. And let's get going. Any questions before I get started? Any comments, concerns, any more jokes you got for me, Happy Face? Anything like that? Oh, I gotta wait for my phone to cooperate. Always has to show the ad before I get on my interval timer. Alrighty. So we are going to get started with the warm-up today. Oh, you can't see my head. I'm a headless foxman. Let me change that real quick. How's that for size? That could be better. Don't mean to take too long doing this, but this is one of the downfalls of this apartment, is trying to make sure you can see my head and my whole body. Ta-da! All right, that's gonna have to do for right now. So, first thing we're gonna do is get warmed up with some ankle circles. I think my laptop might be a little tilted. Sorry, guys. So we're starting right now. Let's get some ankle circles in. We're gonna go from the bottom up today. That's what I like to do. I like to start from the bottom and work our way up. So there's two ways we can do these ankle circles. We can bring the whole foot off the ground and just pretend like you're painting a big circle with the toes. Big circles like that. And then go the opposite way. Or you can keep the forefoot of the foot, yeah, on the ground like so. Go clockwise and go counterclockwise, just like this. Keep on doing that for a couple more seconds here, guys. All right. Oh, make sure you got the wall too. I almost fell there. All right, now moving on to the other side. Like I said, you can do it so that your foot is still on the ground. I prefer foot off the ground, get a little more free range of motion, so to speak. But you guys, whichever one feels better for you, you can even put the heel on. That'd be kind of weird. Never mind. You can just say you put the heel on the ground, but that won't really work. So now we're gonna switch ways, whichever way you were not going. So clockwise and or counterclockwise. You're switching up now. All right. I'm gonna move on here. My balance is not very good today. So now we're gonna get the knee warmed up. We're just gonna do some curls. You still got a bicep in your leg, even though everyone thinks of the bicep in your arm, but you have a bicep in your hamstring. So we're gonna do some bicep curls, quote unquote. Get the knees nice and warmed up. So just like we're kicking, hold the wall, try to bring that heel to your butt, and then extend it back out, just like that. Just like this. Perfect. Now we're going to switch sides. Oh, let me start that bad boy. Remember, we just want to get you moving right. And there's not that much literature and research behind stretching as far as warming you up. It's more so the temperature of the body. So we just want to warm up the body a little bit, get the muscles moving, get them used to moving in these patterns. All right, next one. Now we got the knees, we got the feet, we got the knees. Let's go to the hips. Open up the hips like so. Just like this. Bringing that knee around. Bring it around town, as SpongeBob would say. And make sure, same thing, use Mr. Friend, Mr. Wall, your friend, not Mr. Friend, Mr. Wall, your friend, if you need a little bit more stability this morning. I know I might need to for my other legs. I'm a little wobbly this morning, it seems. But that's okay. No worries. We're going to keep powering through. Also, guys, be on the lookout for any content coming from us from our Instagram and TikTok. We got a lot of good stuff coming to you as far as movement patterns that can help you outside of this exercise stream. So these are going to be more resistance-based movements, but I will get to that in just a little bit. I'm going to move on to the T-spine rotations now. So start with the hands out in front like this. Bring the other hand back. Follow it with your head, and then bring them right back together again. And make sure you're moving. Make sure you're following your hand with your eyes. It's going to allow you to open up your T-spine just a little bit more, because your T-spine and your C-spine, so your thoracic and your cervical, move together when rotating. So you get more, you get more rotation out of that thoracic spine moving with the cervical as well. Instead of just moving like this, you get the extra rotation like right there. So a couple more of those on each side. I'm going to grab a drink real quick. My allergies are kicking me in the butt a little bit right now, so I do apologize, guys. Keep going with those. Gotta love being allergic to cats and having 2 of them, right? All right. Now the next thing we're going to get into is the arm circles. So we're going to do these real nice and slow today. We're going to start 2 arms like so. Nice and slow. Want some good shoulder range of motion. Trying to warm up those shoulders. So like I said, we're going from the ground up today. Trying to get the shoulders first, well, the feet first, move our way all the way up through each joint. Well, each joint. Yeah, each joint aspect of the joint, I should say. So we're not hitting every single joint in the body. That'd be a little, that would take some time that I don't think everybody has. So you can keep on. Now I switched rotations, so now I'm going clockwise, or counterclockwise, I should say. Keep on rotating. We're going to do a single arm real quick. Then we're going to do some Mr. Miyagi, right? A little tiny wax on, wax off circles. I'm going to get the shoulders completely warmed up because we do have a lot of pressing and or pulling and other types of shoulder variations today. But also we got the hollow body. I'm excited for that because as I was demoing it last night, I forgot how much I love that movement. So, all right, now feeling a little burn right now. I know you are too. Now we're going to move on to the neck circles. So a little bit different than just doing the circles. We're going to, now in a controlled fashion, not too fast. I want you to hurt yourself. We're going to just shake back and forth like this. Try to throw as many patterns as your neck as we can in a safe, controllable environment. Or safe, stable, I should say, not controllable, excuse me. The whole point of doing this, like I said, is just trying to throw new patterns. I know we all just woke up. Our necks are probably pretty stiff right now. So we want to throw some variety at our neck as far as patterns to kind of help it wake up a little bit. So now you're going to look left and right, find a spot on each wall, and look at that. Like I've said in the past, I have a black spot on my wall over here, which I definitely did not put there. Wink, wink. And we want to look at that and then look at the microwave over there, back and forth, and back and forth. Now down in between the ankles and up, and down and up. You guys keep doing that when you get ready for the first movement, which is you reach to the floor. Remember, get yourself in a good position, hands on the hips, push into the knees. Pick up the pillow, start in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. I got to turn up the volume. That's why I hesitated there to see if I could hear it. So we are starting right now. Pick up the pillow, put the pillow back down. And this is there's a lot of different ways to pick something up. But as far as lower back health, hinging and squatting, even though we are not squatting right now, but we will get there. Hinging and squatting are definitely the 2 best ways to protect that lower back. So make sure if you're having any lower back pain, you can put yourself up against the wall, or about 2 or 3 feet away from the wall, and just think of pushing that butt to the wall, touching the wall, coming back up. So touch the wall, come back up. That's going to put you in a nice, good position without you having to think about the muscle activation. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. With a happy face. I'm sure you saw how many times I was clapping last stream. I've been acutely informed that I clap a lot when I stream, so I'm going to try to do better at that. Just because I'm sure hearing that clap every 40 seconds isn't amazing. So I'm going to be working on that while you guys get a good workout in. So moving on here to the snow angels. Now remember, there's 2 ways we can do this. Do snow angels from the ground, prone on our face, or from the bent over position. I'm going to start from the bent over position. So same thing. Line yourself in a nice, good lower back position like this. Hands overhead. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So just bringing the hands overhead like this, trying to touch your thumbs together. Get some good shoulder range of motion after we warm them shoulders up real nice with those circles, because I know mine were burning. So I'm assuming your guys were burning too. All right, now this one's going to be a little bit harder. Still the same movement, still the same 45 seconds, but this one is just a little bit harder because you have a lot more gravity resisting you. Holding on the ground on your face. just doing some nice old-fashioned snoring, like great again, or like that's okay. Hop in here, just like that. One. And moving a little stiff this morning, but that's why we do this, to loosen ourselves up. We can do some good Friday movement, Friday morning movement. In excuse me, I'm stumbling all over my English. That's okay. Still got the rest of the stream to make up for it. Now I think of my camera, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Is the overhead press. I mean, touching the ceiling. Even if you're vertically challenged, that's okay. Just because I'm vertically inclined doesn't mean that you guys can't pretend to touch the ceiling. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So just reach up, even if you can't touch the ceiling. Let's just pretend. Try to get those fingers all the way up there, touch that ceiling. And one thing I'm very big on is focusing on the external goal of the movement and not the process of the movement. I kind of went on a tangent yesterday about this, so I'm going to spare you guys hearing it this time. Just saying, and the one thing I will say is that your body coordinates around a goal. So make a goal of the task. So my goal every time I'm doing this is touch the roof, right? Even if you can't touch the roof, I want you guys to envision, hey, I want to reach towards the roof. Make it an external goal. It makes it easier to coordinate around that goal opposed to coordinating around the process of the movement. But I will shut up and we are done here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Oh, almost got there. But I'm very passionate about motor learning, motor control, motor behavior, all the motor development, all of that. So I think that sounds very interesting. If you have any questions about that, please reach out to us. We'll have a back and forth because I do love talking about that. One of the reasons why I'm going back to school is because I love motor control and the body, but that's a whole different conversation. So now we have, excuse me, sorry, allergies really killing me. We have the marching variations. So there's a bunch of different ways you can do this. You can do, I call these happy feet, just getting the toes off the ground. You can do full marches like this. We can do holds, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So we can do holds at the top, just holding up here, holding up here, holding up here. You can do presses, hold with press. So you're gonna put your hands right even with your hips. Bring that knee, press into the hand, press into the hand, press into the hand. Or you can do the high knees, a little faster pace, but you do not need to do that because this is a low impact circuit. So we do not need all that. So excuse me, whew. No coffee and the water's coming back up. But we don't need any of that extra stress on the joints if you don't want it. Just keep on doing these marches here. Do them faster pace if you like. Stop in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. And with those, if you have any type of marching variations, you can do the good old-fashioned 1, 2, 3s that we were doing a couple weeks ago. You can do any one you want. This is up to you. Like I said, we have a buffet of movement. So you guys come here. You get to pick what you want. Everyone else, or everybody, sorry, not everyone else. Everyone gets to pick what movements they want. So, what we got here? Hey, what's up, Mama D? How are you? You're finally joining in. How long has it been? I've been waiting for you. It's been a couple months. I'm just playing. I'm glad you're here. I'm happy to see you, Mama D. All right, start with the squats here. 2, 1, and begin. So, a little side note on the squats. Squatting is just sitting down in the chair and standing back up. We don't have to overcomplicate it. So, come down, touch the butt on the chair, and then stand back up, just like that. Now, if I move away from the chair, still the same exact thing. Same pattern, anatomically. There's no difference. So just come down, touch your butt in the chair, come back up. Or if you want, you're not comfortable doing that, sit all the way down, stand all the way back up, sit all the way down, stand all the way back up. The only difference with that compared to the regular squat is that you're changing your center of mass. You're moving, allowing yourself to sit completely, standing back up. So whichever one feels better, stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. You getting a good workout in today, Mama D? Huh? Excuse me, these allergies are killing me. So that is my my Cortland mom, so to speak. the boss I had for the first year and a half, well, still my boss, honestly. And her shop is right underneath where I live in Cortland. So always a special place in my heart for you, Mama D. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to see you, and I will see you soon because I miss you. Get all those socks out of the way. Now we're doing the press, right? So we're in the wall, making sure we're coming down for a 1, 2, 3 count. We can do it from the incline like a couch, but I can't because it will move and I'll scratch the floor. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. We can also do it from our knees down here. I'm going to come down for a 3 count. 1, 2, 3, and back up. 1, 2, 3, and back up. The big important part with the coming down for 3 seconds is making sure we're building that lowering strength. A lot of what we is eccentrically driven, which means lowering. It's the phase right here that I'm in, and then we switch, and then concentric. So on the way down, lowering, and then on the way back up, that's concentric. We spend a lot of our time in this lowering phase, so we got to strengthen our body during this phase as well. So make sure we're getting that nice 3 second stopping in 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Oh, it's only the second clap of the day. Could be a lot worse. Could be on 10 or 12 or 15, like I usually am. So this next one, a couple different ways we can do it. So I'm going to start talking about it early. Oh, also stick around for the quote of the day. And you hear me talk about policy change. I talked about a little bit yesterday, but I'll also be talking today about the informational aspects and sides of policy change. So for the hollow body, we can do it on the wall like this, hands and elbows in a straight line, feet close, pushing away from the wall like this, trying to get as far away as you can and just holding here the entire time, keeping your body pushed away. And I'm going to show you, starting right now, I'm going to show you other variations on the floor. So the first variation, where I have the knees up at 90 degrees like this, bring the hands towards the ankles like this. It's okay if you can only get this far off the ground or even this far off the ground, as long as your lower back's staying on the ground and you're engaging or not engaging your core, and you're bringing your arms, your fingers to your toes, you will get some core activation without having to think about it. Also, if you want, we can do one leg out, makes it a little bit harder. Switch legs makes it a little bit even harder, or the full hollow body, lower back on the ground like this, arms fully extended overhead, making a nice little banana shape. Or like I said, coming back here, stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. To be honest, that is one of my favorite moves. If not, it's one of my favorite core moves. So I hope you guys can follow along with that and agree with me, because that is just all around bang for your buck as far as core exercises. It's that and the plank are probably my top 2. So in case you guys wanted to know, you are welcome. There you go. Oh, look at that. I even rhyme too. So, all right, so the next one is doing some punches. So we're going to get a nice solid stance here, nice like quarter squat. And all we're going to do is throw punches like this. Now, you don't got to throw your whole arms out. Just nice little fast, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Nice little quick jabs. You know, we can mix it up, do some bobs and weaves and some hooks, some 3s, some 4s. And keep on moving those arms. This is a great aerobic one for the day. Keep the heart rate up at the end of the set here, because we're almost done with this set. It's the last exercise in this set. And we got 2 more, dose, and then you guys are done for the day. Get some good movement in and go about your day. I know that's what I'm going to do too. So we only got a couple more seconds here, 10 more seconds. Keep powering through, guys. Come on. I will show you a different stance for the next one, but we are stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Let's even get me a little worked up. 1 second, let's have my gum out. Now, I know I'm not sponsored by these guys at all, but if you guys are ever looking for a caffeine supplement that's not coffee, NeuroGum is the way to go. Like I said, not sponsored by them, just really love their product. I do not have any own any rights to NeuroGum. That's just, it's a very good product, and it's only 40 milligrams per piece of gum. So if you guys ever need a little boost, go find you some NeuroGum. All right, starting here, reaching to the floor, picking up the pillow, and let's go. Remember, nice, good position like this. Pick the pillow up, put it back down. And like I said, external reference point, all we're doing is picking up the pillow and putting it back down. But if you're still controlling the movement a little bit with your muscles, like internally thinking about it, let's just stand about 2 feet away from the wall, pick up the pillow. So touch your butt to the wall, come back up. You don't even need to pick up the pillow if you're doing this. If you're having some issues with it, that's okay. Bring down, touch the butt, come back up, touch the butt, come back up. Also, I forgot you can be doing the floor bridge while doing this. I totally forgot about that. But we are done here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Woo. Oh yeah, also, give yourself a pat in the back. You made it through the first set. I know I just went through the first exercise of the second set, but you made it through. Good job. Don't let those little victories go unnoticed, because even getting one set in can be very hard for some people. So good job. Keep coming back. Keep powering through these workouts. We're going to make you the happiest, healthiest version of yourself. So next one that we got here, back to the snow angels. Let's pretend like it's January again. We got snow on the ground in New York. Or let's not pretend, because I don't want that right now. We're still got a couple more months, so we have to deal with that. But for imagery purposes, let's just pretend. Get down in that bent over position, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So bent over position like this, hands overhead. And all I want you to really think about is touching those thumbs together, right? Thumbs, and then pinkies to thighs, or at least in that general area down here. Just like you're doing a snowman, good old fashioned. And then also, we can do these from the floor. These ones really, really burn when you're doing them for anything more than 25, 30 seconds on the ground. So if you guys are looking for a little challenging movement today, then here it is. Let's all get it together. Keep on going. Only got a couple more seconds. Let's power through on this favorite Friday. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Favorite Friday, movement Friday, morning movement, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same stuff. All right. And remember, guys, if you want to check us out, not just on social media, but we also have a website. If you guys want to check us out over there, we have really low cost exercise equipment. So, because like I said, the whole thing we're trying to do is make exercise and fitness and health more accessible to those without a lot of money. So we're just like you. We don't got a lot of money, so we put all that equipment on there, very cheap, drop shipping wise. Go ahead and check that stuff out if you would like. Well, we're going to get started with the overhead presses here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. We also offer health coaching, and we will be offering virtual personal training here in the upcoming weeks. So stick around, stay tuned for that. Really looking forward to doing that, because that just makes it much more accessible, you know. And at first, we were just going to do in-home personal training, and obviously still do the live stuff. We love doing this stuff with you guys, but we think that it's a little bit more, our whole goal as a Benefit Corporation is to make health and fitness more accessible. So we think that aligns better with our mission and our purpose to do the virtual training as well. So go check that out if you guys want some virtual training that's not just this stream that we got here for you today. Stop it in 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Can't tell if somebody else commented. Nope, pussies. I'm just losing my mind. Slowly losing my mind. That's okay. So like I said, guys, go check us out on our website or Instagram page or any social media page. We really appreciate it. We love the community we're building, and we love you guys. So hopefully we'll see you there. All right, back to the marching variations. Now you can, if you would like, there are a bunch of different variations I didn't show last time, just because this is the first. Because like I said, we do quarters every 4 weeks. We deload and then restart with a higher intensity. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. This is 1, not this. Just in case you guys are curious, because I apparently don't know that, because I just tried to do 1 with 2 fingers. So, you know, I guess it could be a lot worse. Aha, I see someone on the website. Nice. Someone joining in. So that means someone's listening to me. I'm not just talking to myself. That's always a good thing. Because believe me, I'll talk to myself all day. I could do this. I could run circles around myself talking. So I can do this all day, but it's always nice to know that people are listening. Even if you're not commenting in, that's A-okay. That doesn't matter to me. As long as you guys are here getting a good workout, making yourself healthier and happier, that's all that I care about. But keep on bringing those knees to your hands. 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. All right, now, drum roll. Halfway through the workout. Good job, guys. Give yourself 1.5 pats on the shoulder, on the back. You made it through. That's something to be proud of. So we're going to move back onto the squats. And like I was saying, the squat, all it is sitting down in the chair, standing back up. We don't got to make it any more complicated. I know I say it all the time. But we like to make things very, 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 very complicated for some reason in this field and in life in general in this country. So just take a chair. Oh, don't take not a laptop charger. Take a chair and just sit down and stand back up. Start in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So down, back up, down, back up. And say that you can't get all the way down. That is okay. We're working within your range of motion. Nobody else's. No one else's range of motion matters to you, only yours. So say you come down, touch the pillow, come back up. Come down, touch the pillow, come back up. Because you're always looking for an external reference. The whole goal of this, all I'm thinking about is bringing my butt to the chair, well, butt to the pillow, coming back up. Now, if you want, take that pillow away, touch the butt to the chair, come back up. Same exact thing that we've been doing this entire time. Back up, touch the butt, come back up, stop it at 2, and 1, and done. There we go. Good job, my friends, my family, La Familia. Good job, guys. Moving back to the push-ups. Also, anyone that's watching this on Restream at 12 or 5:30, this is this is live right now, but it is a Restream. So if you guys do have any questions, comments, concerns about any of the movements, you want to get in touch with us, talk about anything, we'll shoot the crap with you. So can't say it verbatim, but you know what I'm trying to say. We'll shoot it with you. We'll talk to you about anything. So just reach out to us on our social media platforms if you miss us when we're on a Restream. Start with those push-ups in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So I know I'm doing these for my knees. You don't need to do them for your knees. I do this. I think this is probably an easier variation for some. I want to be able to show something that's more realistic and or attainable by everyone who's watching. It's coming down for 3 seconds, coming back up. Make sure when you come back up to the top, you are pushing yourself all the way away from the ground. You want to get those scaps involved too, because you're not just pushing with your chest. Your back helps pushing as well. I know it sounds really weird because it's your back, but I promise your back does help with the pushing aspect. As far as, activating, it doesn't matter. Science doesn't really matter. But all right, keep coming down. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to challenge you. Put the feet out. Come down for 3 seconds. Go back to the knees. Press up. Last one right here. And we are done. Good job, guys. Oh. Keeps on showing that there is something in the chat, but it may just be my cursor. That's okay. Either or. No worries. Excuse me. Drinking too much water. Didn't have enough coffee, apparently. My brain's still moving a little slow this morning, so I do apologize for that, guys. But I'm never going to not be here for you, so I'm going to keep on powering through, even if I'm a little tired. And that's exactly the way it should be. So moving back to the hollow body variation. Remember, having the arms on the wall, pushing the feet, and then trying to push your body as far as you can. Or the other variation I'm going to be showing you in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Remember, this is my hand-picked favorite. So from here, knees up, pretend like there's a spike going from your knee into your hip so that you can't move your knees forward or backwards, at least for this first position. Bring the hands up, and keep the ankles in one spot, and try to bring your hands all the way to those ankles. Try to touch the ankles. Try to get them. I know it's tough, but and another way you can modify this is putting one leg out like this. So you get a little bit more range of motion, but you'll also feel a lot more in the core because it is a little harder. You can switch to the other side like so, and then if you want to be a full savage today, legs and hands all the way out, and we are done. I don't know if I can do that again, so I'm glad everybody saw that. That was a little bit more acrobatic than I'm used to doing. So, all right, next one, I want you guys, like I said, we're doing the punches. I want you guys to channel that inner Pacquiao, inner Floyd Mayweather, inner Mike Tyson or Holyfield or any of the boxers that you guys like, except instead of just doing a regular stance like this, we're going to put one foot in front of the other in an L pattern. So what that's going to look like is from your back up into the top of your front foot heel. You're going to stand and we're going to throw punches. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. And I will show you the other variation, or the other, well, not, I won't show you. I will tell you to switch feet when we're about 20 seconds through, 22 seconds, something like that. Because that's just about halfway at 45. I think I'm not that great at math, but I think that is. I don't know who would ever trust me counting money. Mama D. All right. Switching sides now. Keep the punching going. Just want to give you guys some variety to pick a different movement if you'd like, or a different stance, just to switch it up just a little bit. Keep on throwing. Keep on throwing. So you keep on throwing those punches. You do a little duck, a little bob and weave. If you want, stop it in 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Good job, guys. Oh, I thought one of you guys was the one on the website. It was from Kenya, so definitely not anyone. Well, maybe, never mind. I was going to say, it could be one of you guys. I know there's a couple more people than just the 2 people I know in here, so welcome. If you're joining us from Kenya, I'm glad you're here. I hope you can get some good quality movement in with us today. All right. Going back to the top. Good job, guys. Made it through 3 sets. Oh, my numbers are all off today. Made it through 2 sets, not 3. 2 sets. Hope you guys picked up on that reference. It wasn't just me. Start with reach to the ground in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So we can do the reach to the grounds, like I've been saying. Just aligning yourself in that nice neutral lower back position by putting the hands on the hips, pushing into the knees, picking up that pillow, just like so, or just bring the pillow to the ground, whichever one you guys have the range of motion for. Or we can go to the floor, do the glute bridges. These are another one of my personal favorites, but I'm not the one that is here to get a good workout in. I'm doing this for you guys, so that's why I want to show you the options. Let you pick. You can also do a single leg version of this if you'd like, or you can keep it nice and generic with the 2-legged. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Good job, my friends. All right. Perfect. Yep. Just making sure. We're still looking good on time here. Yesterday I ran a little bit over because I like to talk a lot, like I said, and I started talking a little bit too much. So I'm going to try to keep this under an hour today. I know people have got places to be, busy people, busy lives. I know we all are, so I want to make sure we can get out of here as quick as possible, but also not compromising the quality of what we are doing here, because this really is my favorite part of this entire business, is being able to interact with you guys and do these live workouts. And I get a good sweat, so I'm not going to lie, it's the best of both worlds for me. So snow angels from a bent over or prone position, starting 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So remember, bent over position is the same thing as the picking the pillow up, reaching to the floor. Now we're just going to bring the thumbs together like this. Then bring your hands, or the ends of your hands, your pinkies down to your butt like this. And if you can only go range of motion like this, that's totally okay. Not everyone has the ability to get the arms up here like I am, and that's totally okay. We're working within your range of motion, remember. Now for these last 15 seconds, I'm going to challenge you to not burp like I just did, but challenge you on the ground like this. These last 7, 8 seconds. Never mind, I'm wrong. There's 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Always try to guess without looking, but I usually don't win that game very often. I'm usually off by a couple seconds like I was there, but that's okay. We're still getting the movement in, so it doesn't really matter. Also, I know I spoke about this yesterday, but I just want to repeat it because I think it's very important. So one thing that has been a staple in my life is the power of yet. And like I said, if you heard this yesterday, I do apologize. I'm going to make it quick. The power of yet is looking at changing how you perceive things and how you look at them from an input and output stance, as far as I can or can't do something. Never say you can't. Always say I'm not able to yet, because that still gives you the time to improve on it. Overhead presses in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So just keep that in mind, guys. Yet is the way to go when you're looking at things from a mental standpoint, or even a mindset standpoint, either or. So making sure you're saying, I'm not there yet, or I haven't done this, I haven't accomplished that goal yet. Because failure is a natural part of life, as you guys have heard me talk about before. So just being able to have the mindset of I'm not there yet opens the doors for a lot of opportunities. So you're not shutting those doors preemptively without knowing what your full extent is because you haven't got there yet. See how I wrapped that all in there? All right, sorry, I'm giving myself a little too much praise right there. But all right, stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Still not clapping. I'm still doing a pretty good job, I think. Also, guys, this is the policy week change, or policy. My English is not working with me. Policy change week as far as our pillar. So I'm going to be talking about, I know I said this earlier, but for anyone else joining on with us, I will be giving a quote of the week/day. And I will also be talking about informational, policy change as far as like getting more information out about specific aspects of life, of obesity, of food regulations, all that good stuff. So stick around if you want to listen to me jamble and ramble some more. But right now we're going to be getting on the marching variations in 2, 1, and begin. Now remember, you can do different marching variations, like the elbows to knees, like this. And if you want a floor version of this, you can just do the mountain climbers, just like this. But honestly, if you guys aren't big fans of that, or if you don't like those, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Just keep on marching. That being the mountain climbers, but a little bit harder. That's okay. So we're just going to keep it on here. We're going to two of your hands, two of your palms. Second, get some flexibility in. Stopping. 3, 2, 1, and cut it. And now we got 4 more. I need to stop doing that. 4 more, guys. Keep powering through. We got the squats, push-ups, that dread hollow body, and then some 1-2s, and then we are done for the day. So maybe if I didn't drink so much water, I wouldn't be burping all the time. That might be a good idea. I don't need to think about that. That's okay. Who cares? You still need to hydrate regardless. So moving back here to squats. I'm not going to pull a chair out. I might pull a chair out. We'll see. But usually I will pull a chair out, but I want you guys to just get this imprinted in your brain. Just pretend like you're sitting in the chair starting. 3, 2, 1, and go. I always go side for you guys just so you can get a better vantage point of what's actually going on with me. Because sometimes having a demonstrator that has good form, like I do, may be able to help you with the form yourself. Remember, just pretend like you're sitting in the chair and standing back up. Sit down in the chair and stand back up. If you want to make it harder, you can hold it down here for a couple seconds and come back up. Or you can just go down for a quarter if you only have that much range of motion. Either way, it is A-OK. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. How are we looking on time? Nice. Keeping it under an hour today for you. At least that's what I want to hope for. Only got 3 more movements, so I think I'll be able to swing that. Make it a little easier on you guys and myself, because I do have some other stuff I got to get doing today, but that's okay. Getting some great movement in the morning on Fridays is honestly one of my favorite things to do, whether it's this or kettlebells or sprints or anything like that, because I'm not going to lie, I hate jogging. It's good for you and whatnot, but I absolutely hate it. And I'm sure I'm not the only one out there. So let's get some other aerobic exercise, and that's not running. Starting with push-ups in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Remember, another thing with push-ups, I should have mentioned this earlier, make sure all your fingers are spread out as far as you can get them, so you're dissipating all that weight through each finger. So if it was like a waterfall, say that your muscles, now I know this is abstract, but work with me here, that your muscles, each track of your muscle is like a waterfall. You want even water coming out of each
of your finger waterfalls, if that makes sense. So think about that from a muscle standpoint. You want equal pressure between each finger. So upstream, aka farther up the muscles, you're having correct and patternization and activation of those muscles. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Again, so I know I'm going on a little rant here, but I apologize. It's good information I want you guys to hear. And the whole thing I was trying to get at there is if you're doing push-ups like this and you're only getting a lot of weight on these fingers right here, there's certain musculature that runs up the arm that's going to coordinate and activate with just weight bearing on those fingers, which could lead to some imbalances and pain possibly down the road. So making sure those fingers are spread out nice and far, gripping the ground almost like your feet grip the ground in a sense, and try to get as much weight distribution throughout those hands as you possibly can. All right, going back to the hollow body. So again, from the wall, I'm going to be starting from the wall, then go out to the floor. 3, 2, 1, and begin. So with this, you're pushing your arms into the wall and bringing your feet as far back as you can. You're going to feel this in your lats. I also want you guys to kind of drive those elbows down towards the ground. You will feel this in your lat. I promise you that. Ha ha ha, look at me. I'm the master rhymer over here. So there's that version, a little bit easier version, if you will. And then the version that is my personal favorite, down on the ground, bring those hands all the way up to the ankles, like so. Just like this, keep on moving. Keep on going. Now we're going to extend one leg. Try to keep it as high up as you can. Extend the other leg, stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. Uno más, mis amigos. Uno más. One more, and then we're out of here. Go grab a cup of joe. Grab some eggs, some quiche. That good morning. My personal opinion, the best food of the day is breakfast food. But I mean, you can steak is a breakfast food, right? Steak and eggs. So I mean, I guess anyone can really be a fan of breakfast food because you can eat any type of food for breakfast. I don't know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna get back to the punches. My apologies, going on little tangents there, but starting with the punches, staggered stance in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. And so I want you guys to have a max sustainable pace doing this. So as fast as you can handle for the 45 seconds, but not too fast where you're burning out. Now, the last 10 seconds, because this is the last exercise, we are going to go as hard as we possibly can for the last 10 seconds. So we still got 17 seconds until that point. Switch feet. We're going to go bilateral just because we're going to go all out here. I want to even it out. So we got another 5 seconds. Come on, guys. Stick with me. 3, 2, 1, and give me everything you got. Come. Finish the Friday off strong, guys. Come on. 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Feel like some animals this morning on this Friday afternoon. It was Friday morning. Jesus. I'm all over the place with my dates. I don't have any more water left. I forgot. But that is a-okay. Remember, guys, I know I make a fool of myself on here sometimes, and that's okay. But as long as you guys, this is why we do this, because it's us making a fool of ourselves from time to time. I know all 3 of us do it. We laugh about it sometimes. But you guys never have to be seen or even heard from if you don't want to, because we're trying to make this a stigma-free, stigma stereotype-free community here. So good job. Let's get going on El Cool Down O. I know that's not how you say it. I'm just kidding. But first thing we're going to get. Nice. I did it right today. There we go. Sometimes I'll miss an exercise and my timer will keep going because it won't be getting the exercise. So first thing we're going to start from the ground up instead of from the arms today. I know it's going to seem pretty weird, but I want you guys to pretend like you just stepped in a big puddle, like it's April, and you're going to kick off all of that water from your leg. We can use the wall like so, just for some extra support. I want you to just kick all of that water off like this. Now we're going to switch legs, do the same thing on the other leg. The whole point of this is just to get some good blood flow to the area. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Keep on shaking. And blood flow helps with recovery. So that's the whole point and reason, rhyme and reason, I should say, So while we're doing this, just want to kind of shake out the legs a little bit. I know it seems really goofy and weird, but it does help with recovery as far as getting new blood flow to the area, because that's how it's one of the key things to help with muscle growth and just overall recovery from soreness and whatnot. So now we're gonna just give ourselves some nice big hugs, nice big pats on the scaps, just like this. And also, if this is not your cup of tea, we can hold here, do some breathing in the nose, out of the mouth, and switch arms. Or we could do, like I said, one of my personal favorites, doing the shaking like so. Just shake, 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 shake. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Just like this. You can shake from your digits, from your fingers and your wrists. You can shake from your elbow, shake from your shoulder. Just make sure you're doing it in a nice, controlled fashion, so you're not just, going crazy with it. I don't want you to hurt yourself. So keep on shaking here, guys. Do this for another 15 seconds. You can also do little arm circles if you'd like to cool the arms down. This does not have to be the intensity or duration that we did in the warm-up. Just a little bit to get you kind of cooled down, just a tad. So keep on rotating like that. Come back to the shakes, the trems. I'm just kidding. And now let's go to the breathing. So this is in my opinion, one of the most important parts of this entire program is the breathing, because we got to make sure that we're cooling the body down after we do a nice long workout like we just did, because now we're in that fight or flight state, higher stress levels, higher cortisol levels. So now we're going to bring ourselves back down, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Remember, always exhale longer than you inhale. All right. I feel like every time I do that, I'm gonna fall asleep. I actually have had a client that almost fell asleep doing that. Very high-strung person. Would always be hopped up on coffee, caffeine, any type of caffeinated drink or gum like I have, and came in and I had him do breathing. I was going to get the equipment, and I came back and he was almost asleep. So some people never go into that, or hardly go into the parasympathetic state, that rest and digest. Thank you, Siri. So that's just one little tidbit. Make sure you guys are doing some nasal breathing every day. It's really good for your blood flow. I know I've said that a couple times about different things, but it's true. Breathing is very good for your blood flow. As far as you need to breathe through your nose. It increases your nitric oxide release, which basically just means it opens up your blood vessels and it allows for that CO2 to grab that oxygen off of the cell. If you're breathing through your mouth, you have less CO2 in your body than you really need, because you think of CO2 as a bad thing, but in reality, CO2 is a good thing because it helps with that chemical breaking off of the oxygen on the red blood cells, so you can deliver it to the muscles. So breathing is key. All right, doing breathing exercises and making sure that you're controlling your breathing through your nose, not your mouth, is key, especially when you're sleeping. You know, sleep apnea and a lot of other bad side effects from breathing through your mouth. But that's not what the pillar of the week is. It's not breathing. It is policy change. So I'm going to get talking to that real quick, and I'm also going to find el quote of the day. So the way to get started is to quit talking about it and begin doing. Now that's a Walt Disney quote. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave you guys with that. Yesterday I tried to explain it, and that's a pretty damn self-explanatory quote. So I'm just going to leave you guys with that. Make sure you're a doer, not just a talker, because that's how you got to get started. So as far as the policy change goes, yesterday I talked about, whose fault is it really? Is it the individual's fault, or is it the corporations and or FDA, the organizations, so to speak? And it's both. So I talked about that yesterday, how it's really both. How
there has to be not self-control, but portion control. But there also has to be healthy options in the areas that don't have the ability to spend the higher amounts of money on the healthier food. So that's where the policy change kind of intermingle. And today we're going to talk about, I talked about this briefly yesterday, but informational resources. Another thing that policy change can definitely help with is increasing the amount of dissemination of information to individuals that are in a high risk area, as far as high risk to eat unhealthy food. So in the inner city where there's a lot of options that are cheaper, such as fast food, not going to name any names, but you know what I'm talking about, fast food that has like very cheap foods that you can get that aren't exactly the healthiest. The information about, you know, the quick and easy things that we can do for a healthier meal, or how to meal prep. That's a big reason. I know we're not policy change, but that's a big reason why we're doing what we're doing, because we're trying to increase the amount of information that people have. And I believe that policy change can be in the form of having state and or local government ran expos and or, you know, not invitationals, but little events that can promote healthy eating and healthy living, and then along with informational resources, because there's a bunch of informational resources out there. It's just whether or not they are getting in the hands of the people that need them the most. So I think the policy change in that form can definitely come from people increasing the amounts of those community events, and as well as the dissemination of information, whether that be through those events like I talked about, or through in-school initiatives such as after-school programs, or anything like that. There's a lot of things, and policy change can be so broad, and it is one of my things that I think is very important, but it was also daunting to find out, you know, what am I going to talk about today? So it is a very large aspect of the obesity epidemic, and it's not just one individual's fault. I'm going to stay on this train of thought because this is really important. It's not just the fault of the individual. It's the fault of where not only where they live, but the opportunities they have around for food, the socioeconomic status they are in, the regulations put on certain food industries by the FDA to allow for these really garbagely produced foods and processed foods to be sold at such a low, cheap price. So and we can go off that too. I'm not gonna keep you guys for too long, because I know I'm trying to keep this under an hour, but we can also go off that, like making the regular. If you guys ever gone to a different, Happy Face. If you ever had a Big Mac in Canada, it tastes so much different because your food and regulation standards are much higher than ours are. So you don't put a lot of, you know, for lack of better words, you guys don't put shit in your food, and we do, and it's bad for us, and it's something that I really despise about this country, is that we don't take care of our citizens when it comes to food. We allow them to eat things that will take off years of their life day by day, or days of their life day by day as they eat them. So in different countries, they have different regulations, obviously. So I think that that's something that we can, if this industry wasn't such a cash cow, I think that we'd be able to, you know, instill some of that change to make the food a little healthier for our citizens, so they're not just eating all that garbage processed food that we get from those fast food restaurants. But that's what I got for you guys today. I do apologize for going a little rant there, but I think that is very important, because we do have a lot of issues that need to be solved when it comes to the obesity epidemic. It's not just one person's fault. It's not just it is a combination of the both. There is personal responsibility, and there is responsibility by our governing agencies to take responsibility in the shape of making sure that the things such as those unhealthy foods are not the first option, and making sure that the quality of the food is much higher. So that is all that I got for you guys today. Just about an hour on the dot. I apologize. I might be a little, oh, look at that, 58 minutes on the dot today, baby. Look at that. So I'm gonna skedaddle. I got some other stuff I gotta do here to go help out with a couple other things. So I will see you guys on Thursday. Seth will be here at bright and early on Monday morning at 7:30, and then Jacob will be today at 12. Remember, Seth is streaming in between there as free streams, and I will be back on Thursday at 5:30. All right, I'll catch you guys later, and stay happy, stay healthy as always, and have